Nifty opens as flat as can be, not moved too much. Very, very mildly lower. In fact, it's just fluctuating out there. The Nifty Bank as well as flat as can be. The good news, though, is that the mid-cap index opens well in the green. And in fact, that's opened with a gain of close to around 40 points. Bajaj Finance is already cutting its losses. It was down close to around 4% in pre-open. Now it's down close to around 2.5%. Maybe part of the news was factored in yesterday. Let's see whether or not there's going to be a fresh bout of selling on this one. Bajaj Finserv as well is down close to around 2%. Power Grid is pulled back close to around 2%. Hindalco yesterday was up 3%. That's pulled back close to around 1%. On the flip side, ONGC is up close to around 1%. And tech again is supporting. So TCS as well as Infosys, both of them are up close to around 1%. The Nifty, by the way, now is moved down close to around 30 points. As I said earlier, that 19,550 to 19,600 positioning is such that we hold on to those levels. But Surabhi, the more exciting space is definitely the mid and the small caps.
Oh, yes, absolutely. It's quiet, actually. Mid-cap index is seeing some green, but it's a marginal green. The advanced decline graph is very positive, however. You've got almost 1,900 stocks, 1,800 stocks advancing, less than 600 stocks declining. So the breadth of the market is looking very, very good. Talk about some of the early movers. Zomato is, running after the races, 2% up straight away. Manappuram Finance is continuing the good work from yesterday, 2% up over there as well. What else do we have? Jio Financial Services having a good session, 1% up. We were just discussing the power financiers, right? Harshvardhan was saying that could be a great way of playing this whole capacity addition that's happening on the thermal side. PFC is up 1.5%. So those are the early movers. JK Tyre is having a good morning, about 2.5% up over there as well. On the flip side, watch out for rate gain, about 2% cut to 2.5% cut coming in as they're doing that QIP, raising about 600 crores. And then it starts getting a little quiet for the time being. Yes Bank, by the way, is cooling off a little bit. Union, UCO, Central Bank of India, IOB. So there's profit taking on the entire PSU lot. They were rallying big time yesterday as well. So watch out for some of the tier 2 banks, specifically the PSUs. That's where there is early profit taking that's visible. Nifty, ONGC, I think the comments from the conference call that Sonal highlighted, they're being well received by the market. Top performer on the index, ONGC is up about 1.5%. BPCL is up. Let's pull up the oil marketers because of this drop in oil prices. So BPCL is definitely up. We'll pull up IOC and HPCL as well. These are some of the green pockets, but overall starting a little cautious, I guess, along with, pretty much in sync with Asia, Prashant.
In sync with Asia. So Monster Wednesday yesterday, and today it's starting at least a little subdued in that sense. So we're at about, 19,640 as things stand right now. Just a few names here, a few more names here rather, which are up and about. There's a company called Apollo Microsystems, which is up, which has done very well recently. It's up another 9%. We don't usually mention it, but look at the volumes. Volumes are supercharged. It's the second highest volume traded gainer across the index right now. The recent listing from yesterday, ASK Auto, that's up about 2%. It's got very large volumes as well, 315. What else? Sona Comstar is up about 1.75. So stocks at about, almost 600. JK Tyre is up about 2.5%. All got large volumes. MapMy India comes up with about 3% gains. Stocks at about 2186. It's the same vintage as, approximately the same vintage as rate gain in terms of its listed life. What else? Texmaco Rail is up about 2%, but then volumes start to thin out quite quickly. EMS Limited, by the way, we'll be speaking with a company a little later here on the program. That stock is up 5%. It went up sharply yesterday, and of course, it's come up very, very nicely in this month. It's up 50% in this month so far. So it kind of tells you where we are with that one. So, strong momentum stock, EMS Limited. Bajaj Finance is the top volume-led loser. It's down about 3.5%. Bajaj Finserv is down about 3% as well. So yeah, both those are coming under some pressure. And some of these moves from yesterday, like Angel One, it's retracing some of those gains, about 3% lower. CDSL saw a sharp move, it's down about 2%. There is Welspun, which went up about 10% yesterday, is pulling back some 3%. Motilal Oswal was up 5-6% yesterday, that's pulling back 3%. And of course, we already mentioned rate gain, which is down about it's down 3% now. Again, but the stock's done phenomenally well over the last actually since its listing has done very well. So 19,635 on the index, we are down about 37, 38 odd points or so. which is, I think, absolutely fine given the scale of the move that we've seen recently and, of course, in particular yesterday.